Good morning, everyone. My name is Zelo. I will be your commentator for this CoNDOR XIV match between Squega and rjri. Got an Obsidian tier race right here, and this one's actually going to matter quite a bit because this might potentially kick someone out of the chance for playoffs. This is the final day for races before playoff tiers are calculated. So both racers here are going to want to pick up some points and hopefully be able to stay in. It's going to be top 16 for Cadence, so that's going to cover all of Crystal tier, all of Obsidian tier, and we do have one dropout right now due to a scheduling conflict, so at least one person from Titanium will also be making it. As I finish getting set up right here, let's go ahead and check some stats for our racers. We've got rjri. Got a 13-11 record with a best of 944 and an average of 12-13. Squega with an 8-13 record with a best of 859 and an average 11-36. So Squega definitely needing the points to stay in it. Both racers do qualify for the 6-match minimum required to play in playoffs, so that's no problem. But Squega desperately needs points to make sure he stays in a good enough position to qualify for playoffs once the MMR is calculated. Anyways, I've got both racers already set up here. Let's go ahead and switch on over. We got rjri on the left and Squega on the right, sporting his good old Squega suit. We'll get the seed in just a bit and we'll be good to go. And a reminder, everyone at home, make sure you stay hydrated, which is what I'm going to do actually real quick before we get started here, so hang tight. Alright, back just in time for the countdown. Good luck both racers. We'll see how this match plays out. Oh, come on, timer. Work with me. There we go. Close enough. Alright, we got an immediate apple right here. A little bit of health refill is not bad. Both players looking to check this tier 3 cracked wall. It's going to be the food shop, and it's a pretty good one. It's got ham and 2 heart containers. So going to be able to gluttony off that ham, get an extra 4 heart containers, and grab the 2 empty ones plus the apple. So we have potential 8 hearts filled up, which is pretty nice. Squega looking like he ate an apple too early, so not going to be able to get the last heart container empty, but no big deal. 8 is still plenty. RJ, gonna grab the cursed heart container out of that crate using the spiked wall, so we're very maxed out on hearts, and we don't need to really worry about health that much, as long as we can find some armor. Both players being Obsidian tier, they're probably going to be using their health pretty aggressively in this match. Health is a very valuable resource to use that you can use to go fast. Oh, we've got a space shrine right here. Looking like RJR is going to go for the map. Squega looking like he's going to go for the cap instead. So we're going to have some variance right here. Oh, Squega accidentally bombing away the Obsidian shovel, so only has the cap. Might be a little useful sometimes, but can't get into those tier 3 walls for free now. So hopefully won't have any issues running into that later. So cap is very fast, cap is very good, but map is also very good, especially since it is more expensive in the Synchrony DLC, so getting one for free is really nice. Gonna have a glass shovel to get into this shop right here for rjri. Just gonna go ahead and take the trident and the torch. So we're just gonna go ahead and take just the trident. Trident being an okay weapon, not super great, but good enough to work with in this first zone. RJ gonna check this chest up here. It's a gold cat. It's a possible take if you want to try and rely on damage. RJ is just going to skip it and go straight down the trapdoor into the first boss. It's going to be King Konga. So I got doing a little bit more farming here. Looking around. Got this black chest on the bottom. It is also the gold cat. Forgot we had variants going on. So not much for Squega there. RJ having a nice clean Konga kill. Going to check the chest here. Only a glass rod in the black. I don't know. I think they were both pressured. That's what I'm going to think. So Squega gonna probably check purple here if he was watching RJ. Because you definitely don't want to take the glass broad. Squega going purple, getting a ring of shielding. Oh, there's a freeze spell on RJ's side in that shop. I don't know, I think you can actually kill for that. Freeze is a really good spell, and I think that's actually worth killing for. Unless you can farm up the money for it. Squega finding the Conjurer, and there is a Conjurer on RJ's side in the exit room. Oh, we've got Battle Cap on Squega's side. That ain't bad. I did not either. That's an interesting. Alright, well, we've got the free spell on Fyrex's, or not Fyrex, on RJ's side. I keep wanting to throw people who in chat into the race. Alright, looks like RJ is going to conjure armor and get the chainmail, which is really good with all this health. So going to be able to tank quite a bit. Squega getting a little broken here, lost the shield. Finding an obsidian cat, though, in the black chest, that's quite good. And that pairs really well with the cap. So Squega in a good weapon situation here. RJ probably going to want that. Got this cracked wall over here for a lock shop. Got the first one down into deep blue. It's going to be a pretty easy fight with the cat right here. Just going to clear out the meddlesome pieces and get the flawless pretty easily. Definitely wants to check purple here from here on out. You definitely want a better ring or some spells. Got the dash spell. Very good for covering ground. Looks like RJ unfortunately lost the glass shovel, but did pick up that cat, so not going to be too far behind. Now the hard part about the obsidian cat is that if you drop your beat, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get your multiplier back up. But we do have Battle Cap on Squega's side, so that will ease that damage loss if needed. Fyrex not... or, not Fyrex. Jesus! Brain, please. Nobody's allowed to talk in chat until I get my brain on straight. Oh, we got a green bat! We got a green bat! Anyways, as I'm panicking about names and such, we've got Squega going into death metal. RJ not too far behind, about a floor and a half behind. Handling that exit room very well as a whole. Squega having no problem with death metal though. Yeah, green bats drop a lot of gold. Squega's starting to look a little low in health though, only down to 3.5 hearts. And with no armor, a goo dunk could really do him in here. And with the cap, he's going to open up a lot of rooms. There is a peace shrine here. Oh, probably wanted to use that bomber for the peace though. Gonna go ahead and use one bomb for the piece, but down to 2. Thankfully finding another bomb immediately south. RJ just gonna go ahead and skip the chest yet again. And just gonna catch right up. Had a really great telemonkey into the exit right there. Getting right into the exit room. Gonna be able to take the lead. Oh, but Squega using the dash spell very nicely to get in. Like both racers really want it right now. They are playing their hearts out. Ooh, RJ getting fireballed. This is kind of a nasty approach into this exit. Nice use of the freeze right there. Keep enemies off. So we're having a little bit more trouble there. Did find some cookies to heal up on, but still has no armor. So that is a little concerning. RJ finding a bunch of bombs. There's a bunch of bombs in this zone 4. And there's the peace shrine on RJ's side. Gonna go ahead and bomb for the peace as well. Squega the first one down into the coral rift though. Had a much cleaner 4-3. Gonna go ahead and use the dash a little bit to try and ease this fight a little bit. I like that approach. Definitely saves time over waiting over the water. So Squega just skipping the chest and just getting right down into zone 5. Finding an immediate trapdoor as well. RJ does have the freeze, but I don't know how RJ's layouts are going to look without space. So he's not going to be able to rely on Squega to map. Looks like there might be trapdoors. There's conveniently trapdoors in the same area. Had to do a bit of digging around though, so that cost RJ a lot of time. Space doesn't affect Z. Why does space not affect Z5? This game's weird. You'd think it would at least affect something, like add a room. Anyways, Squega pushing in nicely into that exit room. Nice dash into all those enemies, knock them down. We've got Dead Ringer here. It's a left side spawn, looking like we're gonna go for Japanese here. I like using the double bomb right here, or one bomb. Uh-oh, we've got an off the rails Dead Ringer. Gotta get back on. Nice use of the dash to get some space. But dash does not work like that. Down to 2 hearts now, and no armor. 1 dash could kill him. Wasting a lot of time right here. RJ not having the best one either, but does manage to set up that kill, and is going to be the first to enter Necrodancer. I think if Squega had gone for the bomb on the top right bell, he would have been fine. But that cost so much time, and RJ has defense and health. Going to be able to tank at least 1 bomb here. So it's going to come down to lures at this point. But RJ having a little bit of trouble setting this up. So we got 1 and 1 right now. 2 and 1. 2 and 2. It's close. It's really coming down to spawns and lures. Nice dash for Squega there, but down to only 1 cursed heart. Has to be careful not to get dunked. Oh my lord. So it's going to be RJ on the stream side, but in the race room right now, they .D'd 0.34 seconds apart, with Squega being the first to .D. That's definitely going to be a review. Like, as you can see, the RTA right there is 858 versus 9 in RJ's favor, but that's definitely going to be looked at. Amazing race right there. So only because we'll give Squega the point for that, just because first to .D and we can reverse it if needed. So we'll keep an eye on this first race here. But really, really great first race here. But really just came down to Dead Ringer for Squega, unfortunately. Just not being able to get it back on the rails after not being able to set up the Japanese properly. Very well played on both sides overall, though. And with, like, definitely some build divergence, too, especially since we had space variants. Both racers in the race room right now just trying to talk it out, catching their breath. I would be, too. Alright, both racers readying up. We'll see how race 2 goes. Both players also discussing the green bat. Squega didn't see it, it looks like. Probably due to the space variance. Alright, we'll see if we can get any more green bats. I would love to see like three green bat seeds in a row. It's unfortunate we don't have a baseball bat as a weapon. Alright, looks like we got a chest in this red bat cave right here. Ham, okay, ham is good. Shinji, thank you for the raid, sir. And an extra bomb out of that crate right there. There's the Spencer Scream. Spencer Scream comes late these days. Anyways, immediate ham, immediate extra bomb is nice. CoNDOR is going great. We just had a race where they were 2 seconds apart on the RTA in the in-game timer, and in the race room they were 0.34 seconds apart. Cascabel! Yes, ham! Alright, looks like there's a Torch of Foresight. RJ's going to pick that up. Squega probably will too. Oh, Squega doesn't have the money for it, so that's going to be an immediate mapping disadvantage for Squega. Yeah, Torch of Farsight not only giving you vision past walls and a little bit of extra vision in general, also allowing you to see traps on the floor, which helps your mapping significantly. Got a Mimic right here. It's a Ring of Mana. We don't have any spells yet, but that could possibly be something useful if we need something out of, get something good out of a purple chest. Gonna go ahead and bomb this cracked wall open, getting the bomb at this, getting the bat at the same time, and able to farm up that Leprechaun. Nice on RJ's side. Oh, that's a pretty good blood shop right there. It's even got a super secret at the back. And it's got a glass torch at the back. We're just going to take the blood drum, take the map, and take the torch. Oh, RJ dying to the blood shopkeeper. Oh, that's going to be a bit bad setback. So Squega going to be able to push ahead a little bit. Getting a nice, comfy 2-floor lead for now. Oh, we've even got another another space shrine. Squega might go ahead and take it for the map. Or not the map, the shovel. Doesn't have an extra bomb right now, though, so not going to be able to get cap. Hope there's something in this crate right here. It's just an apple. So Squega's going to have space variance again, probably to keep RJ from screen peeking too much. Unfortunately, this Onyx Cat... Cat is a good weapon type, but Onyx is a bad, like, damage type. It doesn't really pair well with the Cat. Onyx being one of the new damage type introduced in the Synchrony DLC. Whenever you hit something, as long as you stay still, any attack you do does infinite damage, but that does not pair well with the Cat where you want to be moving a lot. And the shovel is free. Not as free as RJ's death, unfortunately. You won't get a whole lot of that. Anyways, nice death metal right there. Cleared up the flawless pretty good. Gonna check purple. It's gonna be a Ring of War. Gonna go ahead and swap over to that. We haven't found any spells yet, and I think the damage is more valuable, especially since even with Onyx, you still have a 2-damage cat now, which is very good. And War Cat may not be the best thing, but it definitely has its uses, and just the +1 damage is nice. RJ also finding no extra bomb to be able to take the space shrine for the cap. Just gonna go ahead and stick with just the map that we found in the torch. Thank you, Shinji. So, Squega finding a chainmail somewhere. I didn't see where. I was looking at the other side. So, finally has some defense this time. Not going to be able to just go down and potentially one hit here. Oh, we've got an Onyx bow. That's not something you're going to see very often. Chainmail from the shop. Oh, we've got a shop here that definitely needs to die. Squega going to go ahead and kill for it. Going to get the Blast Helm and the Shovel of Strength. Going to go ahead and not take the holster. I think you take the holster considering it's not going to really cost you anything. Finds a Nazar Charm in that barrel, though. Oh, fire. I want to keep wanting to say fire. I think I'm getting cursed from the last time I did commentary. RJ tried to check black right there, and unfortunately only found a glass flail, which is pretty bad. So, not really going to be able to do much with that. So, RJ definitely down on damage. And hopefully he was screen watching and going to be able to check that 2-2 shop. No problem with the boss right here for Squega. Gonna go ahead and check purple again. It is an earth spell. Can be a little tricky to use with the cat because you can get caught on the walls. But we do have Big Dig, so we can dig out of them pretty quick. And fighting a heal spell, which is very good considering it was down to only 1 heart. So Squega looking pretty solid overall with some armor and such. Heal spell being one of the most useful spells overall. Just not only do you get your heal every 15 kills, you can also use it on the stairs because stairs provide invincibility. And you can just blood heal for a free half a heart every floor, which is really nice. So I'm looking a little scared getting into this exit, though. RJ did find an electric dagger, though, which is really good. Probably the best non-move attack weapon in the game. Able to just zap entire fields of enemies. Squega already down into deep blues, though. We've got roughly a zone lead right here for Squega. Gonna be able to just earth right here. There we go. Gets the earth kill. Checking red. Finding a torch. I think you take obsidian just for lower aggro, but it doesn't matter too much usually. But Squega just running this 3-damage cat with some armor. Just has to not get stuck on goo, and he's doing pretty good. RJ has a lot of room to make up being on half a heart, missing out on the heal spell. He really, really needed to check purple last, and probably does not screen watching for it. At least I think that's where it came from. Maybe not. Hey, what's up, Twilight? So the dagger doing some pretty significant work in this zone 3 for RJ, getting into these exits. But Squega is not having any real problems getting through zone 4. The cat doing a good job. Nice earth to block off the monkey. That's a really great property of earth. It's like, hey, you can buy yourself some space. Oh, and going down to the wall, Mimic! Needed to back up right there to avoid that. Probably just didn't see it until it was too late. Poor RJ. Having a rough time. Oh, Squega getting Fire Pig, though, down to a heart and a half. Just barely avoiding that. Oh, going down to the Ogre! Pushing it back! Oh, we've got double death. So now we've got the fun times. Now seed retention comes into play. How well does each racer remember the seed? Because now we have to know what to skip and where to go. So this is going to be exciting, and we're going to see if racers manage to make any different decisions based on what they remember or don't remember. Like, RJ might be checking different chests here, especially remembering that 1-4 black was only a glass flail that they didn't want. They might be able to see the war ring this time. So both racers getting set up again. We've got RJ in the blood shop again. Squega doing a little bit of setup, trying to remember the seed, having a little bit of trouble getting around. Finding that Onyx cat again. Yes, you got back just in time. Don't worry about my timer. My timer is always wrong. This is the beginning of the race. Alright, RJ going to be the first one into Death Metal. Going to go ahead and just Blood Drum him out. Squega getting his Leprechaun. I'm going to go ahead and set up the Blood Drum as well. Blood Shop as well. RJ checking red this time and just getting throwing stars that we're just going to throw away. I'm really not sure if RJ saw that purple was Ring of War, which is very, very needed for that damage. Maybe they want to try and rely on having the Mana Earth again, or the Mana Heal if they can find it. But War is probably the take right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take Peace Variance again, or not Peace Variance, Space Variance again. I'm going to be at peace if I keep making blunders like those. Alright, RJ going to go ahead and take the Electric Dagger again. I guess, yeah, if you're not going to keep the cat then for the damage, then yeah, you go and just take the dagger and then just take the mana. That's fair. So, about a full zone lead right here for RJ now. Tables have turned. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Blood Drum kill on Death Metal as well. RJ going to just elect to zap the conga lines. Very fast and very efficient. Always a fun way to play it. Getting the zappy kill. Alright, RJ checking purple and getting the Earth spell again. I have to remember where heal is. I think heal was just a random chest here. It's a mean blue dragon, though. Blue dragons are annoying. It's hard to approach them from the side. Alright, still maintaining roughly a zone lead right here for RJ. Finding Boots of Strength right here. That is a +1. Nice +1 with that Electric Dagger. So, going to be able to pop open barrels and crates as needed, and also just two-shot normal enemies. Nice scoot into the exit right there for RJ. Squega doing a little bit more farming here, trying to remember where to go for everything. RJ doing a little poking around, 3-3, but not finding anything. Just going to skip out. Squega doing the kill again. Nice Mana Earth on RJ's side. Just immediately fill that arena up. Just dump sand on everything. Big Earth. Big Earth. And Squega now into the conga fight. Ring of Protection purple and 3-4. Not what we're looking for. You have an arena right here. What we got in this arena? That is where the heal spell is. So now we're in good shape there. Oh, nice Mana Earth there. Just clear those out. So Mana Heal basically makes you invincible for as long as you want. Since you will heal a heart and then lose a heart from blood. So you can you can play invincibility for a bit if you're in a bad situation. So that's going to make things a lot better for RJ. RJ doesn't have armor, though, so it still has to be wary of the big hits. Crown of Thorns will provide some nice extra regen, though. So, nice, a little additional safety. Squega found peace this time instead of war. Dealing with Nicholas just nicely. Oh, but we've got peace on RJ's side. I think with the crowd control, with the dagger, you don't need to get peace. And you've got enough damage anyways. I think Mana Earth as a defense mechanism is probably a little bit better here. Because you can just earth stuff away. This dragon is in an awful spot, though. RJ getting cornered for a second. I was very scared he was going to get stepped on. No, no worries. Go do your pogo event. Go have fun. It's family time. Squega's caught quite a bit, though. Already into 4-2. Only about a floor lead. Oh, RJ taking a bomb hit right there. Thankfully had enough health to tank. But needs to hurry because Squega now on the same floor. Needs to really push now. Squega definitely has a better weapon with the cat. Yeah, these builds are so different. And entering Fortissimo at roughly the same time. But we do have Mana Earth on RJ's side. That's going to make the fight a lot faster, probably. But didn't pin Fortissimo get it. There we go. Getting the Earth kill there. But Squega finishing up at roughly the same time. And Squega going to be the first one down into Zone 5. And the Electric Dagger is good. But, A, the cat is just as good being on the wire. And B, RJ only has one bomb. Squega has several thanks to picking up the Blast Helm, which puts him in a significantly better position for the Necrodancer fight. So RJ's going to have to really work. Squega also having a nice dig through right there. RJ going to have to go a little bit around. So that's going to strengthen Squega's lead. Down to only a heart, though. Need to be careful. Watch that health. Really, it really needs to be RJ needs to push as fast as possible and force Squega to make a mistake. Because right now, we're running out of run. Down to heart. One heart for going into Dead Ringer. Not going to be able to do the double blood drum right here. So hopefully this one will stay on the rails. It looks like we're going to go for Japanese again. Should be okay with the cat. And went just fine this time. So Squega getting into the Necrodancer fight. RJ now in the Dead Ringer fight. About a floor behind here. Has options with Earth and such, but setting this up a little bit slowly. Gets the Earth set up. Unfortunately, this is a really bad angle to start this in. Gets the double blood magic there with the Earth. But Squega already 3 hits into Necrodancer thanks to the Blast Helm and the Blood Drum. And Squega gets the last hit before RJ can even get to the stage. And Squega's going to definitely take game 2 right there. A very solid run on the run back. Overall, very well played, but just Squega definitely made up a lot of ground just playing that cat well. Electric Dagger is great, but you really have to be aggressive with it in order to get the most out of it, and RJ wasn't quite setting it up to be able to maintain a lead over Squega. Both racers having a quick discussion over the run before we get set up for race 3. And while they're doing that, let me go ahead and drop the schedule in so we can see what else we're doing today. This is going to be the last race I'm going to cast today, but we can check out what else is going on in the meantime. So the final races, it looks like, before we do the MMR tally, we got it both in 3 hours. We're going to have Geki and Emmy Telethia doing Aria for the rotating weekly. And then one last cadence between Kubelik and Mins in about 3 hours. So that's what we have left. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to bed after this, so I'm not going to get to see the MMR reveal and such. Alright, both racers readying up right here. We'll see how race 3 plays out. Reminder that Squega definitely has one guaranteed win. The first race, though, will have to be reviewed. And it looks like it's in RJ's favor based on in-game RTA, if that makes sense. But it was a little bit faster in the .D for Squega, so we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, darn me for having a sleep schedule. Darn me for having an overnight job. Actually, kind of darn me for that. That's okay. I'm on my weekend now, so I can at least go back and watch the VOD later. Alright, both racers .Ring. Countdown going down. And off we go for race number 3. Got an immediate black chest in this first room. Black usually not having a whole lot in 1-1. It's going to be the base broadsword. Some people like it. Some people don't. Most people don't. Yeah, how dare I be a responsible adult? Why would I do that in my 30s? Alright, both racers pushing into the exit right here for 1-2. For 1-1 getting into 1-2. Not a whole lot in that 1-1. Got a cracked wall. It's not the blood shop, so the blood shop was somewhere in 1-1. We got an arena. Got a dash spell and a trident. RJ is probably deciding what to do right here. Probably not going to actually do anything, but there is a cracked wall up top here. Squega's going to check it. Finding a torch of strength. That's quite big. Needs a little bit more money right here. Squega electing not to use an extra bomb, but finding the 3 extra bombs next to the arena there. Going to go and take the dash spell. So having a little bit of trouble wrangling everything out in this arena. Gonna be able to set up a leprechaun though, as long as the bats cooperate. RJ also bombing into the lock shop. Needs a little bit more money here. Gonna be able to get it off these enemies. No, you wouldn't kill for this. There's enough money going around. There's enough money to where you can just buy. At the very least, you can get the strength torch. The heart would be nice, but RJ's not gonna be able to afford that unless he bombs for the corner. Squega with the leprechaun farm is able to get both, and skipping the shove shield because the shove shield is not very good. All bats are RNG, so unless you have the luck ring or the luck charm, bats move randomly. If you have either of those 2 items, bats will only attack you if it is the only move they can do. Shove shield, ready to shove him right out of the shop. Stay out! Alright, RJ the first one down into Coral Rift right here. Both racers have a dagger and bomb, so just going to do the throw kill for an easy fight. Going to be checking black for a weapon probably. And getting the electric dagger again right here, so our weapon problem solved. So both racers with a very good weapon for this. And we've also got a peace shrine on the right there. Could elect to either go for peace or throw the dagger, get the free health, and then pick your dagger back up. Looking like we're going to go peace ring on both sides. Like I said, it's debatable with the electric dagger because you do get less enemies and easier mini bosses, but electric dagger is already great crowd control, so I could see racers just going for the extra health and the extra heart container. And that would definitely have benefited RJ considering he's has 1 less heart. But thankfully we found a stack of cookies and a battle shovel, so that's pretty nice. Gonna be able to use that battle shovel to get some fast kills here while we're waiting for enemies to show up. And we do have the strength torch as well, so our electric dagger is doing a base 3 damage, which is very, very strong. That's kind of the threshold of what we want for endgame weapons. Ooh, Squega almost getting caught by that tar monster. Getting into the 2-3 exit there. That was a nasty room. Thankfully handling it very well. RJ getting a little confused looking for the exit there. Backing up on that tar monster, very good. Alright, into Conga right here. Gonna be able to just zap the Conga lines out. So probably gonna be checking, either check purple for a spell or just leave, depending on how much time we want to save. So we're also gonna go ahead and check a chest. Gonna check purple here. It is only Ring of Shielding. So if RJ's screen watching, he can just ignore that chest completely and not have to worry about anything. And save the time not having to walk up. Yep, RJ's gonna just go ahead and skip, not even bother checking red. Smart move. Alright, Zone 3 being a little difficult to map here because we only have a Torch of Strength, which is good, but it's not the end-all for mapping. Finding a Blast Helm, though. Very nice. RJ tanking that Yeti hit, though, with no armor. I'm not sure that was the right decision. Oh, we've got an urn. There's an urn right here. Gonna go and bomb that out. We had the Battle Shovel. We could have just used the Battle Shovel to get it out. But gonna go ahead and get the urn opened up. Get an Earth Spell, the Ham. And, yeah, looking pretty nice right here. Build awareness is always impossible. But that Earth Spell definitely doing some work here. Squega, I think, has a little bit of a better build thanks to the dash spell. Going to be able to like use some dashes setting up going into other zones, which can help save a few beats. Finding the Squega suit in 3-3, so Squega is properly armed like he should be. Looking like RJ's going to miss out on this, though. Going straight to the exit here, so not going to get armor now. That's going to make his build a lot scarier going into Zone 4. RJ going for the throw and bomb. I respect that. It was able to actually catch up quite a bit. Just going to jump straight into 4-1. Taking the lead over Squega there. You normally wouldn't go for a throw strat on Deep Blues, but with both Earth and Blast Helm, I think that's safe. Spooty would still not approve, though. Alright, both racers keeping it really tight right here. Not going to be checking that shop on the bottom. It could be Conjure, which would be helpful for RJ, considering he does not have armor. But going to have to skip it because Squega is right on his heels. And also 4 bombs down. Remember, Blast Helm was really good, but Squega has many, many more bombs to work with. And we need at least 3 for endgame to make Necrodancer fast. So RJ not really having a whole lot to work with in terms of bomb count. Squega going to go ahead and take the lead back going into 4-3. Neither player has any kind of goo protection, so has to avoid all these goo tiles very carefully. Squega being very careful to avoid this armadillo as well. It was a nasty setup there. Squega really throwing himself in, but the armor paying off for sure. Able to just go ahead and jump right into that exit room, get rid of the sarcophagus. RJ taking some hits. Does have the ham on deck. Will probably eat it on the way down. And then we've got Earth for Fortissimo. No problem there. As long as you can crush him against the wall while he's down. Very easy fight to do. RJ doing the same right there. Nice dash for Squega. The dash definitely paying off. Does have a trapdoor right here. Probably just going to walk across the spike traps and just go down. No, actually going to elect to just go in the exit room right there. Thankfully it wasn't too far away and it was a pretty easy room. RJ going to elect to go ahead and jump down though. Only has to do a very fast trapdoor fight here. Nice Earth to get that out of the way. Very nice to push everything out. So not too far behind here. Finding the dig through into the exit room on 5-2 here. Keeping it very close. RJ getting a little low on health. Needs to eat that ham. Just barely behind Squega. And did find an extra set of bombs to go with that Blast Helm. So probably both racers probably want to be using this a little bit more to save some beats. Yeah, RJ still playing a little tentative right here. Squega down into Dead Ringer. We do have Earth right here for an easy quick kill. Oh, wrong spell right there. Set up the dash instead by accident. Thankfully had enough health to tank that hit. RJ setting up the Earth now. And gets the double Earth kill. So Squega just a little bit ahead right here. Both players with Blast Helm and bombs. So going to be able to start phase 2 very quickly right here. So really it's going to come down to lures, but Squega has a pretty good advantage. Nice use of the Blast Helm right there to get the Ogre out of the way. We don't need to go club it. And nice use of the dash right there. Close that distance. I like how Squega's using his health. Health is a great resource when you have tools like those. Squega getting the last dash right there, finishing at optimal health. I'm going to take race number 3. GG. Very well played endgame right there. An excellent match overall. Both racers keeping it very close. But Squega just managing to outpace him. Yeah, the Necrodancer dash strats are so good. F10 in time just to see the ending. Well, we know we have 2 wins for sure for Squega, and race 1 will be reviewed, and depending how that reviewed, it'll go either way. But if you didn't catch that race 1, it was 0.34 seconds off in the race room, and 2 seconds RTA in game time. So it was very exciting. Yeah, RJ just never fought the arena, even after finding a dash damage up. It was kind of unfortunate. Anyways, y'all, that's going to do it for me. That will probably be my last cast of the season. So thank y'all for joining me over the course of the season. I'm sad I didn't really have the energy to actually race, but I'm glad I could at least contribute doing some fun casts, got some good moments, and maybe I might be able to do something for the playoffs, but we'll see. Anyways, let me see if I can send y'all off somewhere, see who's doing things. Let's see who on my followers list is doing stuff.